Hello, this is Dragon Tank 1400, and this video is going to be like a character kind of discussion about Kimi Finster from All Grown Up. This is going to be the first of like an 8-part series where I just talk about the 8 main characters that are in like the title screen of All Grown Up, one by one. I'm starting with Kimi because she's my favorite character. In fact, she's my 5th favorite fictional character of all time, which is saying a lot if you watch like my top 20 fictional characters. Anyway, so one of the reasons I really like connect with Kimi, and one of the reasons she's like one of my favorite characters, is because I relate to the fact that she has like has parents that have gotten a divorce, and they bring that up in a few a couple episodes. However, one bad thing about not really Kimi her as a character herself, is just the way they wrote her, is that she's really only like stars in like 3 episodes out of like the 50 something and All Grown Up. The episodes she kind of really stars in is Memoirs of a Finster, Trading Places, and Potentialness. Trading Places and Memoirs of a Finster really gets down to her like character of her parents being divorced and her being like from Japan, particularly Memoirs of a Finster with the Japan stuff. And in Trading Places, we learned that her father had another kid and she felt like left out because it was Children's Day in Japan and she didn't think her father was going to get her anything. So we learned some really good stuff about Kimi in those 2 episodes. And Potential, this is really more about Kimi's like brother and sister kind of relationship between her and Chucky, which was really good to see. It was something that they should have done more often, in my opinion. I mean, we got to see like Phil and Lil like always have episodes together. They actually should have had some episodes that were separate. We got to see Tommy and Dill have too many episodes together at the beginning. And really, like, why not have some Chucky and Kimi episodes? I know we had that one episode, Bad Kimi, but that was more a Chucky focused episode. We didn't really learn like anything about Kimi in that episode, unfortunately, or very little. And I think I'm pretty sure I said that in my review. It's been a while. In Potential, this also we kind of learned like Kimi kind of stepping roles at leadership as she takes leadership to get rid of these cell phones. But she also has a flaw in the sense that she's kind of a hypocrite because she wants a cell phone herself, but she also wants to get cell phones banned. So she's kind of like a hypocrite, and we've seen that before, little snippets here and there throughout the series. So that's kind of a negative in her character. However, I think it's good to have like a character who has negative stuff, have stuff they need to work on, and see that character like grow and work on these things or adapt to these like their negative characteristics. Another one of her like negative characteristics is she can get mad like really easy. We saw this in Brothers Grimm, where she got mad at the janitor for not letting her into the janitor closet to watch the TV because their parents were banning television. However, like if a character just has like these negative traits and no good traits, that doesn't make a good character either. And some good traits that Kimi has is that, well, she really does like animals. She like I said before, she is a leader. I wish they would have put like Kimi leading in more than just a few episodes. They had her lead in that one episode where Grandpa Boris was at like the swimming pool and by himself. So but that was pretty much it. Well, in the Potential in this episode, but they should have like had it more so. She's also like kind. She's nice and she's a really good friend. We know that, you know, she's a good sister to Chucky, but they should have displayed that a little better. They did here and there, but like a lot of Chucky episodes were not like Kimi was not like the secondary character. I mean, except for Bad Kimi, like in the episodes where Kimi starred in or should have starred in, like Potential this or Trading Places or Memoirs of a Finster, we didn't get to really see like when Chucky's main episodes, like Kimi was sometimes there, but sometimes she wasn't even there. Sometimes she was not as there as like someone like Tommy. Like they had a lot of Chucky and Tommy episodes, which is fine, but they should have had some more Chucky and Kimi episodes, in my opinion. I should have had more Kimi focused episodes even without Chucky, to be honest. So some more like so something maybe with Kimi and Lil, or Kimi and Susie, because apparently they have a good friendship. Or maybe they should have did like a Kimi and Tommy episode, like TP plus KF should have been. Anyway, that's beside the point. Well, my point there is that they had Kimi Finster is like one of my favorite characters of all time. I think they developed her well for the screen time she had. However, she should have had more screen time, and they could have, if done right, they could have developed her better. And if she would stay in it as much as Chucky, Angelica, or Tommy, she would probably be either my second or third favorite fictional character of all time. I know she wouldn't make number one, and she probably wouldn't make number two either. However, that being said, I do really like Kimi Finster, like her character. That she has these bad qualities. That she's like she can get angry fast. That she's hypocritical and stuff like that. But at the same time, she has this like leadership, this drive, this like she has a really strong passion for something. That's something else I relate to her with, is that when I get into something, like I get into something big too. I throw myself into stuff like recently I got into board games. I really threw myself into board games. Or when I like started learning programming, I really threw myself into programming. Like it's pretty much almost all I did for a while. And that is seen in Kimi's character as well. And Min Mars over Finster, when she really threw herself into the whole Japanese kind of thing, or her heritage. And it's seen in Detention this, when she threw herself in the cell phones thing, really, really strong in the race against cell phones. So I relate to her on that level as well. Like I said, I think Kimi's a great character. The only thing I wish I would have seen more of her and All Grown Up. Anyway, actually one last thing in this video. I just wanted to give like a quick thing of kind of where I think Kimi will like end up in the future. If this is kind of where I want, even though we'll never really know, unfortunately, because they're not gonna like. I highly doubt they will ever continue like Rugrats / All Grown Up, like that kind of franchise. I don't think they will continue it, unfortunately. However, like if they did, I think Kimi would like end up with Tommy. Like I think it was hinted enough that they would end up together, and I think like they're kind of where they would end up would be Tommy really focused on like videos like wildlife videos, or like kind of like the Wild Thornberrys, how they went off to place, only a little more adventurous. Well, yeah, a little more adventurous than that. I guess Wild Thornberrys was pretty adventurous, but it would be a little different, because Tommy has that adventurous thing, and pretty much all his movies were his best movies were kind of those more documentary movies. And since Kimi is really focused on animals and like wildlife and that kind of stuff, she might be the one to get him to go in that direction. He might find like his muse, if you will, filming like documentaries like that, and like he's already really good at like so much stuff like rock climbing and that kind of stuff. So I mean, Tommy could definitely handle it, and Kimi could definitely handle it too. So that's kind of where I picture them in the future. Anyway, so that's gonna be it for the video, the character discussion of Kimi. Put in the comics, like the comments, kind of what you think about Kimi, and maybe where you think, or where you would have liked to see Kimi end up, or where you want to see Kimi end up in like her future if the character would continue. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one. Bye.